In today's session, we're going to continue on the implementation process to achieve breakthrough improvement. So at this point in the implementation, we should be seeing significant results. We're starting to see sales grow due to our improved performance, which is improving our delivery performance percentage to our customers and providing shorter lead times. So if sales aren't going up at this point, then either delivery performance or short lead times aren't a significant need of the customer. But most organizations I work with, that significant need is either reliability, availability, or short lead time. And so if you have one of those needs of the customer, then you're satisfying those needs, sales should be going up. And so we can't continue to give fixed lead times to the customer. So when you're quoting, you can't quote a fixed lead time because load is coming in, orders are coming in, load is changing, and we need to be able to maintain high customer satisfaction and maintain operational stability. So what we need is some mechanism to be able to look at giving reliable commitment dates to the customer while maintaining that operational stability. So that mechanism is what we call load control. So load control is a mechanism that allows salespeople to easily and quickly understand when an order comes in, when can we promise that to the customer based on the customer need. Again, those needs could be availability, which we're making orders to stock typically. It could be short lead times, where we're giving reserve capacity for those customers that have a short lead time need, or reliability, we're giving them a date and we're going to hit that date 98% of the time. So that mechanism, load control, is extremely important to maintain high delivery performance and operational stability. So what does that look like? So we have our capacity constrained resource in our organization. So that's the resource with the highest amount of load on it. And we look at that load profile. So the load profile is going to look something like this. So the light green here we're seeing is the capacity. The dark green is committed orders. So you're going to see something like this. Week 28 is our current week. So we're fully loaded up till week 36. So 36, we have some available capacity right here in the load. So that tells me when the new order comes in, that's where I can promise it on our capacity constraint resource. So that resource load comes in right here on the yellow, saying, okay, we can promise that order. So that's when we expect it to hit that resource. So depending on where that resource is in our value stream, we're going to look at that and say, okay, it's about a third of the way through that resource in our value stream. So it's going to hit our capacity constraint resource load in week 36, about a third of the way through the reliable lead time. So based on that, we're going to release this order towards the end of week 34, and then the reliable lead time for that order is going to take 21 days to get through our system, and the earliest promise date is going to be in week 38. So now we're going to give the earliest promise date we can offer that to the customer is week 38. Now, if that lead time is too long for some customers, then we might have to reserve capacity, but that's a whole nother session on how to do that. So now we look at this and say, okay, here's our earliest promise date. We can reliably hit that 98% of the time. So now, based on that first available capacity at that resource, and given the reliable lead time, we can highly predict when that order can be completed. Now, what do we give to our customers? So we don't want to waste the opportunity to provide value better than our competitors. So we look at that earliest promise date, and then we look at the market lead time. We're going to take the later of those two. So if the market lead time is 10 weeks and we can offer it in 8, we don't want to give that away for free. We want to give them 10 weeks and reliably hit that order every time at 10 weeks. That gives us the opportunity to go later and offer shorter lead times for a premium. So again, the market lead time is the lead time that the competitors are demonstrating delivery to its customers, not what they're telling them, what they're demonstrating. So this is how we maintain stability and high due date performance when sales are going up. So that's our session for today. Thanks for joining. Next week, we'll be talking about how to look at improvement initiatives and identifying targeted improvement initiatives within the organization. If we need to shorten our lead time, if our lead times are going out longer than what the market lead times are, we got to reel those back in. So that's our session. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next week.